On ground, I have one of the highest number of forces that are defending homeland. But I will not talk. That's why when I say something today, it will happen tomorrow. I said something big was going to happen in the school in Ambazonians, and it happened. You probably want me to say things. You saw the principal of GBHS, Malcolm. It's a francophone. He has packed out because they have Garri, one of his terms. The instruction of Garri come from one person. It comes from one person. And
my country people then, this is Eric Tataw. He usually says that, quote me anywhere, so I am going to quote him. You have heard him say it himself. He said that the instructions to Garri people comes from one person. And he repeated it. The instructions come from one person. That is why Eric Tataw is known as the Garri Master. To all of you who call yourselves Ambazonians, I want to ask you a very simple question. When you see the devastating pictures and videos coming from Ground Zero of people being beheaded, of innocent civilians, farmers, workers at the CDC in Tico having their hands chopped off, their fingers cut off, and their legs cut they are butchered like animals by the Amba boys. How do you feel? Is that the freedom fighting you are advocating for? Is that the new republic that you want to create? A country where everyone has only one arm? No fingers? It's a very simple question. Do you condone the practice of maiming people, chopping off fingers, cutting people's hands off, and beheading people? And you say you are not terrorists, but yet everything you do is even worse than the terrorist ISIS and Boko Haram. You kidnap students for ransom, just like Boko Haram. You behead people, record it and distribute the video, just like ISIS, and you say you're not terrorists. What kind of freedom are you people fighting for? And who are you fighting for? Because the people that you claim to be fighting for, they are the ones you attack. They are the ones you are maiming. They are the ones whose hands have been chopped off. They are the same people who you lock in their hands for 9-10 days. You say you have a shutdown, a lockdown. It does not affect Paul Biya or the Francophone community. It only punishes the same people that you claim to be liberating. I am so tired of your retarded nonsense, of you punishing innocent civilians for no reason, kidnapping them for ransom, beheadings, kidnappings, killings. I am so tired. In fact, I am going to let one of your own people, one of your own Ambazonian talk about it for you people. Maybe that way you will understand, because if I say it, or many of us who are level-minded and who are rational, if we say it, you will say that we are traitors, we are blacklegs, and you will start promising to come and kill us. So, I am going to let Tapang Ivo speak, because he is the spokesperson for the Ambazonian Defense Forces. Wuna, listen.
When you come out to start talking that we should kill women, or we should cut off fingers, or we should do this, let me tell you, Tataw Eric, that is wrong. But I believe this is a time for us to solve that problem. Openly make a statement and call on everyone. Say no, Tinwabi do fine. Wuna stop and maybe not cut women and children their fingers. Because maybe for some reason somebody is doing it on your behalf and they are still using it against you. Cut off yourself from it and tell them, friends or whatever in Ambazonia, don't do it. Take yourself out of it. Just take yourself, because it has reached a level where we will never get independence. Human Rights Watch is already writing about it. CNN has picked up the story. Al Jazeera has picked it up. Voice of America has picked it up. Washington Post has picked it up. Are we there? Can we counteract that kind of a report? And it's factual, it's evident, and the people are testifying. How can we counteract that kind of a report? There is only one thing that would turn off a white man's support towards an African. Only one. It is not anti-gay rights law, no. It is not anything, no. There is one thing. After living in a Western world, I will come to one conclusion. The moment you start maiming people and chopping off their fingers, that is what they see about Africa. When whites see Africa, they see Rwanda, they see Ethiopia, they see Liberia. When whites see Africa, after studying with people, doing research on the same papers and peer-reviewed papers with my own fellow brothers who are whites in the United States, I will tell you one thing. When whites see Africa, they believe that you guys are anti-gay, that's fine. They believe that's your culture. They believe in anything you want to do, that's your culture. That you live on trees, that's your culture. But that you should not chop off people's fingers and the rest, and their hands and the rest. That's what whites don't and will never side with you. We want to win the attention and the sympathy of the white population in the world. We want to win the sympathy of those people who matter, who call the shots in the world. We want to win the sympathy of the Human Rights Watch that has been against the regime, but now for its first time as of this week, wrote its first report saying secessionists are now limb choppers. Not even some secessionists, they said secessionists. They grouped all of us in their room and said we are now limb choppers. Please stop this video, go on Google and watch it and read the video and read the Human Rights Watch and Deutsche Welle. They said, and look at the gravity of what I'm saying, that secessionists, it is not bad to be a secessionist. We are all secessionists, that's right. Because we want to secede, we are cutting off from La Republique. That secessionists are now finger choppers and threats to children in Ambazonia. With that kind of mentality, from Human Rights Watch, that is very credible. One of the organizations I wish I can ever work there. Human Rights Watch writing about that against us. Tell me how we can do a damage control or how we can ever win and get back our independence. No matter what we do, even if we take over Boya, Bamenda, Mutengene and the rest, no country will sign for our independence.